The darkness will be rent by noise and flame. Men's souls will be shaken with the violences of war.
Rent means to tear. If something is if something is rent, it is torn. So my clothes are rent. That means they're torn.
That's an old-fashioned word, right? To rend.
It's old-fashioned. Now you would just say they're torn. You wouldn't say they're rent.
And again, it's part of the poetic style, right?
It's designed to be poetic. It's a very popular word from the Bible. His clothes were rent. His hair was matted when he arrived in town. The neighborhood is rent with crime. He rent his shirt to show his displeasure. The boss was so angry at the employee, he rent his shirt right in front of the employee.
For these men are lately drawn from the ways of peace. They fight not for the lust of conquest. They fight to end conquest.
Lust refers to desire, typically sexual, but it can also be power or money. I can have a lust for power or a lust for money. Usually it's negative. But
because it's excessive and inappropriate, right?
Usually, yes, because it's excessive, inappropriate. It's also considered to be sinful and immoral. But at the same time, you can say somebody has a lust for life, and this is supposed to be positive. But at the same,
the name of the book, right?
There's a book called Lust for Life, which is about Vincent van Gogh. But the idea is that the same lust that gave him life also brought him tragedy as well. The 7 deadly sins include gluttony, greed, avarice, and lust. Politicians are oftentimes driven by lust for power. Business people are oftentimes driven by lust for money. Some intellectuals have a lust for knowledge.
They yearn but for the end of battle, for their return to the haven of home.
Haven is a safe place, like a harbor.
And it actually comes from this German word, which means harbor, right?
It comes from the German word and Dutch word that mean harbor, yes. Amsterdam is a drug haven for international travelers. The whistleblower Snowden found haven in Moscow. Aspen is a haven for the super rich. A lot of rich people like to find financial havens like Bermuda, Switzerland. A lot of corporations evade taxes by using financial havens like Switzerland, Bermuda, Singapore, Monaco, and other places.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
Click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.